welcome to Battle of Champions. We're coming to you live from the Dubai International Stadium, and this is where all the action is. You can see the stadium right behind me. Let me quickly give you a glimpse of that entire structure. It's a beautiful structure, and this is exactly where India and Pakistan will be coming up against each other in a very crucial encounter here at the Champions Trophy. Just a quick update. We saw both teams, India and Pakistan. It's the Pakistan team that came first, and they went from here. This is the entrance for the team. This is the VIP entrance. The Pakistan team was the first to arrive here. They've gone in. And right after that was the Indian team, and plenty of fans here that were cheering the arrival of both the Indian as well as the Pakistan team. As you can see, fans still trickling in. There is about half an hour to go for the toss and about 1 hour to go for the game to start. We'll have all the latest updates for you right here on India today, including India's playing 11, what they decide to do in the toss. And we've got a special treat for you that we are going to be getting both sets of fans, Indian and Pakistani fans, right here in a bit of a powwow before that big crucial encounter. But also joining us live is our cricket analyst in Harbhajan Singh. Harbhajan, it's the day of the match. You are a stalwart who's played many India-Pakistan encounters before. In fact, you had a lot of match-winning performances in these crucial encounters. What I'd like to know from you is, how is the match day for players? I mean, how do they wake up? Are they anxious? How does the day really proceed for them?
See, few things never changes, Nikhil T. Even today, I know I'm not playing, but I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning just to, my body clock is such. We've been talking too much about India-Pakistan, so I woke up at 7. I couldn't sleep as well as, I should have. But this is what I'm sure all the players must be going through, much more than this. It is a tense game. It is always a pressure game. This is what exactly a player go through before the game. They would just want the game to get on with, the more time you have in your hand, it just becomes difficult for you to pass that time, because a lot of thought comes in your mind, some positive, some negative. So it is a hard time, before the game start.
Right, Harbhajan, I'm right outside the stadium. It's hot and humid, not so humid actually, rather hot. Dry hot is what you can feel here at the moment. A bit of breeze blowing now across the stadium. But what we've seen so far in this tournament, and you were here for a long time covering ILT20, a tournament that preceded this Champions Trophy, and we haven't really seen high-scoring encounters. Now, does a dull pitch at the Dubai International Stadium neutralize India's advantage? Because many people say, if you've got a belter, if you've got a true pitch, then the gap between India and Pakistan is a lot. As soon as you have a dull pitch, a tough to bat on pitch, then that gap is really reduced. Do you think it neutralizes India's advantage?
Well, I think the pitch will be slightly better than what we have seen the other day against Bangladesh, because India-Pakistan game is a game where people want to see a lot of score being scored, and they must have worked hard on this pitch. I know conditions are such, it's very hot, but not a usual typical Dubai kind of a hot where pitches are getting very, very slow. Yes, it will be a better pitch where we will see probably a team who will bat first, and they'll look to bat for 50 overs for like 280, 300 kind of a score. Even though it's a venue where it's not a chasing venue, so people who wants to put the total on the board, 280 would be the ideal kind of a score. On this pitch, I think as the game will progress, this pitch will get slow. But still, Nikhil, I'm telling you, this will be slightly better wicket than what we have seen in the previous game. Since it's India-Pakistan, and they must have worked really hard on this pitch to be the perfect kind of a match pitch, so people can come and enjoy it. And let's the cricket begin. And I'm sure all the nerves of yours, mine, and all those people who will be at the ground, and of course players will be settled. We have so many questions in our own thoughts. How well the pitch will be, we'll get to know very soon. But I'm sure it's going to be a great game to watch.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harbhajan, what you've just said will be music to the ears of a lot of Indian and Pakistani fans, because you've said the pitch here will be better than the pitch that we saw in that Bangladesh game where you really saw a low-scoring encounter. Because at the end of the day, it's a batter's game. People come to watch sixes and fours being hit, and the Indian team especially is packed with a lot of big hitters in their ranks. Live with us at the moment, our cricket analyst in Harbhajan Singh. Harbhajan, what do you reckon? It was lovely to hear earlier when you said that the pitch will be slightly better than the one that we got in the Bangladesh game. But what do you think will be the right approach? Because this is a good pitch. I remember the first game you said win the toss, bat first. But because this is a good pitch, what do you reckon? Still bat first, or you reckon a team can decide to chase too?
Well, I think having a slightly better pitch, I don't mind team chasing also, but how comfortable are the team chasing? That is up to obviously the management need to decide, or the team needs to think on it. But I think whatever pattern we have seen over the years in Dubai, no matter how good or bad pitch, if we talk about, I think bat first would be ideal, since it's a day and night kind of a match where first inning you will finish during your daylight, where I think the opportunities to score more runs will be during the day, when the game is obviously getting progressed, in the later part of the end. I think this pitch will start to play a little slower. That's where the batting becomes a bit challenging. So if you get to win the toss, bat first. Bat first would be ideal, and look to score 280, 300 and put pressure on the opposition.
Harbhajan, stay on with us. Plenty more to come with Harbhajan Singh. But let's quickly show you, a short while ago, as I mentioned, the Indian team arrived here, and there were lots of Indian fans cheering on the Indian team ahead of this encounter. Just listen in.
इंडियन टीम है या पाकिस्तानी? पाकिस्तान है।
Lovely scenes those. Look at that energy even before the game has begun. You saw a lot of Indian fans cheering on the arrival of the Indian team. Just imagine what is the kind of atmosphere we're going to be getting inside the stadium when what you're seeing right now, even before the game has started, so much energy on display. Harbhajan Singh is still with us. Harbhajan, we were talking about the conditions here a short while ago. We heard from the Pakistan camp to Aqib Javed, the coach. One thing that he pointed out is the fact that, listen, many are saying India has played one game, Pakistan haven't played a game in Dubai in this tournament, so that will be an advantage to India. He points out that nobody knows this Dubai International Stadium and the conditions here better than the Pakistan team. He gave an example of how for a very long time this used to be their home ground. What do you make of that argument?
Well, somebody need to remind him those players are also not there who played in Pakistan. This is a completely different team altogether. If you see Pakistani unit, they don't have it in them, how to make a comeback. We have seen against New Zealand in their home series, they got beaten, and then again New Zealand beat them convincingly in their previous game. And he's talking about those players. They played a lot of games here. How many of these players have actually played in Dubai? And numbers of matches will be very, very less. And these are different conditions, difficult condition, and you're coming from losing from New Zealand and back in your own backyard, and coming here and adjusting to this pitch will be a tough task. Yes, it's good to think that way. I wish them all the luck, but I think whatever little cricket I know, I think India is way higher when the game will start. But obviously, they have some quality players. Pakistan, they've got some good bowlers in their unit. If they can do the damage early on, anything can happen in the game. But I'm hoping it is India who will produce the first punch and the last one.
Okay, we are live from the Dubai International Stadium at the moment. Some fans catching up. What do you make of the game today? What are you expecting?
See, Dubai's wicket is not very high scoring wicket. So we should expect India to win toss and bat first, because as we saw in Bangladesh match also, chasing is difficult. So I think India should get the advantage of batting first.
आई थिंक इंडिया बैट फर्स्ट करेगा तो थोड़ा मजा आएगा, थोड़ा मैच लंबा चलेगा, क्योंकि अगर पाकिस्तान ने बैट फर्स्ट किया, यस दे आर वेरी अनप्रेडिक्टेबल, एंड ऐसा ना हो जाए कोई लोएस्ट स्कोर का वो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बना दे आज। अनप्रेडिक्टेबल
ज्यादा तो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं हो रहा है, मैं अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे
सर। एक्चुअली कॉन्फिडेंस पाकिस्तान की टीम पे है दैट दे विल नॉट परफॉर्म वेल। कॉन्फिडेंस इंडिया पे तो है, लेकिन आई हैव फुल कॉन्फिडेंस दैट पाकिस्तान विल कोलैप्स अंडर प्रेशर। लेट्स सी।
I hope you guys have a good game. All the very best. Enjoy the game. You've heard it from the Indian fans. Huh? That was a rather hilarious take on the encounter where he says, more than India doing well, he's confident Pakistan will not be doing well. All right, Harbhajan Singh still live with us, building up to that big India-Pakistan encounter. Harbhajan, the tough question, playing 11. Should India be tinkering with it? Or just going with the same 11 that we saw versus Bangladesh? Because if there are question marks, it's only over the spinners. Which are the right spinners to go with?
Well, I think it is going to be the same team, what we have seen against Bangladesh. There won't be any changes unless there is an injury. India wants to bat till number 8. So that's where the Jadeja will bat or Akshar Patel will bat. That means we'll have 2 left-arm spinner. And Kuldeep will be there, and 2 seamer plus Hardik Pandya. So batting remains the same. I think there is no need to change. If at all, you wanted to change something, I would have liked to see Varun Chakravarti getting in the fold instead of one left-arm spinner. Both are champion bowlers, but if at all, that was the only change I was looking. But I don't see that happening.
Okay, so you heard it from Harbhajan Singh. He feels that India should not be tinkering with their playing 11. Don't press the panic button, or as they say, don't fix something that's not broken. They won the first encounter, and pretty much the same team could handle this Pakistan team as well, which, remember, will be under a lot of pressure, having lost that first match in their home turf versus New Zealand.